Coming up next on Arizona Horizon, Phoenix is proposing a nearly 50% rate hike for garbage collection services over the next 3 years. Also tonight, we'll look at the results of a new high country snowpack study, and a new post-retirement program helps older adults continue their education and help take on global issues. Those stories and more next on Arizona Horizon.
Arizona Horizon is made possible by contributions from the Friends of Arizona PBS, members of your public television station.
For over 65 years, AARP has empowered people to choose how they live as they age. As a wise friend and fierce defender, we advocate for better health, financial security, and stronger communities. We are AARP.
Good evening and welcome to Arizona Horizon. I'm Ted Simons. A budget shortfall is prompting the city of Phoenix to propose a 50% solid waste fee increase over the next 3 years. For more on this, we welcome Lori Zelda-Steller. She's Assistant Public Works Director for the city of Phoenix. Good to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, we'll start with the Phoenix Public Works Department. Give me a definition of that.
Sure. So the City of Phoenix Public Works Department is responsible for providing a collection of municipal solid waste services for 425,000 residences across the city of Phoenix. So what that entails is weekly garbage collection, weekly recycle collection, also up to 4 times bulk trash collection. We're also responsible for maintaining 5 closed landfills across the city. We have an active landfill in the city of Surprise. The City of Phoenix also maintains 2 transfer stations, 2 recycling facilities, and 1 compost facility. So all of those services are provided through the City of Phoenix for our residents.
So basically, if there's a big truck coming around picking something up and dumping it into the back of the truck, that's you guys?
Yes.
Okay, and you guys are expecting a budget shortfall upwards of $21 million, something like that?
Yes. So as we all have felt these significant inflationary pressures since 2020, the city is not immune to those inflationary pressures. So we've felt some significant pressures regarding our staff increases, our equipment increases, and then cost for construction maintenance just to maintain our infrastructure.
When was the last fee increase for something like this?
So the last time the City of Phoenix made a rate adjustment, that was in 2020, but at that time in 2020, it did include a 2% inflationary factor increase, and that last inflationary increase took effect this January 2026.
Okay, so we got $21 million, a shortfall. You mentioned staffing. I've got staffing costs up by 32%?
Yes.
And how does inflation play into that?
Yeah, so great question. So we are 626 employees strong that make sure that we're taking care of the city's solid waste stream, and that 32% increase is primarily attributed to a recent class and comp study that the city implemented in 2023. And prior to 2023, our wages were significantly below market value. So if you recall, in 2021, the city really struggled to collect bulk trash, and bulk trash was piling up across the streets of the city of Phoenix. And that was because we couldn't hire CDL operators. We had 75 vacancies across the operation, so we just could not attract and retain drivers. But thanks to that class and comp study, we were able to bring our wages up to market value, and now we're able to attract and retain CDL operators.
Vehicle costs up 52%. Is that mostly gas, or is that maintenance, or what is that?
That's the actual vehicle itself. So a collection vehicle in 2020 cost $333,000. Today, that same truck is $540,000. We have 300 collection trucks rolling around, and these are a manufactured vehicle that are experiencing the inflationary pressures that we're seeing across all vehicle industry.
But does gas come into play there as well?
A little bit, yes. So with the City of Phoenix, our collection vehicles primarily run on compressed natural gas, so CNG.
Okay.
So that's an American fuel that we have directly fueling those trucks.
Okay, so that's not quite as much of a hit as everything else. You asked 50% solid waste fee for 3 years. Mm-hmm. Trash bins cost what, $30-something a month? How does that work?
Yeah, so currently, if you're a City of Phoenix resident, you're paying $37.32 per month to get all of these services.
Okay, so you want a monthly increase of what, like $6 a month starting in the summer, and then every $6 every summer after that for a while? Or?
So we're looking at the first increase would take effect this July 2026. That would be a $6 increase to that $37.32. Then a year later, another $6, and then followed by the third year of $5 in July 2029.
And then you have inflation hikes, though, upwards of 5% every year, something like that?
Yeah, so we are recommending, like we did in 2020, to include an inflationary factor, and that's just so we can keep pace with the operational costs that we're experiencing. So we are recommending to include an inflationary factor of no more than 5%, and what that'll do, it'll give us latitude to look at what the industry, those operational costs that we're feeling, and then make a call if, maybe 1%, 2%, just to keep up with the pace of operational expenses.
And again, we're talking numbers here, but this is going to affect folks, especially folks on fixed incomes. How do you work with that? I mean, are there programs to deal with that?
Yeah, great question. I mean, we are very sensitive to this. We understand that the impact of this will really hit these working families or fixed income customers. And we have actually are working very closely with our Human Services Department, and the Human Services Department administers many programs that are available to support families that are struggling to pay their monthly city services bill. So we actually have a program called Project Assist, and the Solid Waste Department, along with our Water Department and Wastewater Department, contribute to a fund of $1 million. So we're actually going to double our contribution, the solid waste portion, to bring that up to $1.2 million to help families that are struggling to pay their city services.
And you can get a smaller bin too, can't you? Isn't that less expensive?
Yeah, that's a great tidbit too. So the standard trash can is 90 gallons for $37.32, but you can get a 60 gallon, so it's a little shorter. So if you can afford to throw away 1 to 2 bags less of trash, you can save $3 a month with a 60 gallon.
And there you go. The request is in. City Council vote is when?
Yes, so we have proposed the rate recommendation, and we are going to Mayor and Council on April 22nd to seek approval of the rate recommendation.
Any indication how that vote's going to go?
We've conducted a lot of community meetings, 11 community meetings across the city over the last month, and most of our residents understand the cost impacts. We've had a lot of feedback of, like, here are some ideas that we can save for future rate increases. I think most people are understanding, they get it. They like their services, and they want to continue to have trash service, and they understand the importance of this service.
Lori Zelda Stellar, again, Phoenix Assistant Public Works Director. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
In this episode, actor Danielle Deadweiler and musician Rhiannon Giddens uncover their roots.
This is very intense.
Please turn the page.
That's some Zora Neale Hurston stuff. To be of the South is to hold infinite storylines.
This is getting more and more dramatic.
This is the Moonshiner.
It's just humans making human decisions. It's beautiful and flawed.
Tuesday night at 7 on Arizona PBS.
The American Revolution is usually described as a heroic struggle taking place on American soil. But that's only half the story. There's an untold version, the British perspective. I'm reinvestigating one of the most explosive breakups in history. I'm going to re-examine the original evidence and ask if things could have been different.
Tuesday night at 8 on Arizona PBS.
It's about to go down.
The wildlife just take over.
The age of discovery is now.
It's a journey like no other.
Everyone is getting involved in this. You'll see a kaleidoscope of color. It's like magic.
My hands are shaking.
I think I just fell in love.
A new airborne snowpack survey over parts of Arizona's high country shows that warm and dry conditions this winter led to most of the snow water that was measured in January and February had melted by mid-March. Joining us now is Enrique Vivoni, director of ASU Center for Hydrologic Innovations. Good to have you here, sir.
Thanks for having us. Yes.
So this airborne survey, we talked about this a while back here. How was it conducted, and why was it deemed necessary and something important for ASU and SRP to know?
Sure. We're mapping an area called the Upper Black River. It's a watershed that provides stream flow to the Salt River, and we manage it at Roosevelt Lake. So it's a water supply source, and the snow in this region is an important component of the water supply coming into the SRP system.
And we're talking a lot of snow here because we're talking what like Greer, Holly Lake areas that are about as cold as you can get in Arizona.
Cold and high. The mountain there is called Mount Baldy. It still has snow today.
Well, I'm glad something still has snow today. And let's get to that, because the dry and warm winter has apparently hit the entire state and that area pretty hard, hasn't it?
Not only our state, the entire western U.S. has been warm and dry. If you recall, we had a heat wave in March here in the valley and in the northern country, and that heat wave really got to the snowpack pretty quickly.
And it's, as I mentioned earlier, January and February, you got X, and by mid-March, it's
almost zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, the X number is about 9,000 acre-feet of water were in the watershed as snow. What's 9,000 acre-feet of water? It could supply about 28,000 homes for a whole year. Now that snow water is in the ground now. It's making its way down into the river to become water supply for the valley.
And yet, it sounds like it dropped more than, 90% in just a few weeks?
Correct. Now, that's not unprecedented. We are in a place where we have heat waves in the springtime. The snow melts here a lot quicker than it does in Colorado or Utah. So it's not out of the ordinary. It's just very surprising that it essentially collapsed in a matter of a few days.
Yeah, and the survey itself, how is this? We talked about this earlier, but tell us again how it's an airborne survey of snow and groundwater.
Snow water.
Snow water.
So we have an aircraft that has two sensors. One's a LiDAR that's measuring the snow depth, and one's a spectroradiometer that's measuring the snow color. And then we infer from that the amount of water in the snowpack. And it changes with time. So in one flight, it happened to be here. In another flight, the snow had melted here, but there was a new accumulation over there. And by the time we came to mid-March, only Mount Baldy, only the highest elevations still had snow.
And probably maybe north and east facing?
North facing, correct.
Yeah.
South facings, they melt earlier.
And so is satellites imagery, is that used here? Is AI, is that used?
Yeah, so we only have the opportunity to take a few of these snow flights. So we're using that data to train AI algorithms that use satellites so that then we can see that river basin and any other river basin in the state every day. So this is like a training data set for our algorithms.
Yeah. And we saw people out there measuring snow. You get certain points, and you can model after those certain points and let the machines do what they will, huh?
That's right. We have a hydrological model behind this that takes the information from one date and extrapolates it in time, knowing things like temperature and the amount of snow water in the pack.
And with that snow water being mitigated as it was, I mean, just absolutely decimated here, how big a deal is that to SRP's network of reservoirs?
Let me tell you a little bit about snow and the conditions that happened in the fall time. We had a snowpack that was small and melted fast, but we had a very wet fall, which means that this snow, as it melts, has been very efficient in producing water. So the Upper Black River is producing quite a bit of water despite having a low snow amount this year.
So in the fall, was it snowing or raining?
It was raining. We had a very rainy fall here in Arizona. And that primed the watershed so that the watershed, by the time the spring comes along, is able to produce more runoff. So we might want to also track soil moisture in the fall.
Yeah, no kidding. So it sounds really bad, but if you got a wet fall and the water,
it compensates.
Everything is soaked, it's not so bad as it seems.
Correct.
But it's still not so great.
It's not so great, and we might have years where we don't have this wet fall winter condition. We might have years when the snowpack is really robust.
How does this help SRP's water management, especially now that we're heading into summer?
Well, they have to make decisions about reservoir releases or reservoir storages. Those decisions affect the amount of groundwater that they may pump from their groundwater well systems. We have time. We're in that window of time now between April and May that these decisions about releases are being made. And this data has helped them make the decision, knowing that there's less snow, some of it coming into the reservoir system.
And as we mentioned, this is relatively new, this kind of survey of snow and such snow water. Before this was done, this was kind of a guesswork, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, I think SRP has always monitored the watersheds at individual locations,
right,
and with their field crews. But what this gives you is a view of the entire system at
yes,
once.
the basin-wide snapshot.
Correct.
And that's a big deal.
It's a big deal. It tells you about how snow accumulates and melts.
All right, so last question. What does all of this mean for the valley's water supply, especially SRP water?
SRP's system is robust. The Verde system has lots of reservoir storage. The salt system has less reservoir storage. They'll be able to balance these two systems over the coming summer to provide the water to the residents and industries of Phoenix.
I think it's so fascinating that the rain in the fall, we were all worried, it's not snow. Well, maybe it's not such a bad thing that wasn't snow. At least it's not the worst thing in the world.
Correct.
It's water. It's coming down from the sky.
Yes.
It's good to have you here. Thanks so much for joining
me. Thank you very much. Take care.
Tonight, as part of our monthly AARP-sponsored segment that highlights issues important to older adults in Arizona, we hear about ASU's Distinguished Innovation Fellows Program. It's a project designed to help retired adults continue their education while at the same time helping to solve real-world issues. The initiative is part of ASU's Difference Engine, and Essen Zafar is the executive director of the Difference Engine, and he joins us now. Welcome to Arizona Horizon.
Thank you for having me, Tom.
The Difference Engine, what exactly is that? Is that at the O'Connor College of Law?
Yeah, I'm a professor at the law school here, and we are a multi-unit at ASU initiative. So all the schools work with us. We're at University Affairs, so at Arizona State, but we work with all the schools, including the law school, quite closely. We also work with the engineering school, Fulton, and we also work with W.P. Carey and Herberger Institute. And what we are is a venture studio that involves students, faculty, community members, as you know, supporting the community is part of ASU's charter, as well as, community leaders, activists, NGOs, journalists, you name it, civil society writ large. And what we do is we take an entrepreneurial approach to solving community problems. So you can litigate a community problem, lobby, protest, so on and so forth, which is great. What if you could build a product? What if you could build a service or a process to solve that community problem?
And that's where Distinguished Innovation Fellows program comes in for folks who are in the next stage of their lives. They've retired, but they still got something to give. And they're still interested in giving.
That's right, yeah. Because as you know, there's folks are retiring, quote unquote, around 60, 65. Some people are retiring even earlier. But that doesn't mean that your career has to end, that your passion has to end. In fact, for many of the folks that work with us in the Distinguished Innovation Program, Fellows Program, that's where their second or third career begins. So it's a year-long fellowship at Arizona State, at the Difference Engine. We have locations in Los Angeles and Mesa and Tempe and Phoenix. And you work with a structured program with faculty and students. And whatever idea you have, maybe you want to change the way animal shelters operate, or you want to help your environment, or you want to change water access, riparian rights, whatever it is, we help you take it from idea to reality.
And we're talking launching a business, maybe expanding a hobby, all of these things.
All of the above, yeah. Could be a business, could be a nonprofit. And the only requirement is it has to be something practical. It can be a product, a process, or a service. So if you want to write a paper on something, we have other ASU colleagues that can help you with that.
Right.
If you want to build something, come to us.
I noticed that a faculty member, as you mentioned, you partner with, and also something called a thought partner. What's that?
You're right. So we have a set of faculty members that take the fellows through a design thinking process.
Okay.
Because lots of folks have ideas and the wherewithal and the intelligence and you name it. But you know, sometimes you need help, right? That's why we go to college. So think of this as kind of a mini college / incubator or venture studio for folks that have been in a career for 20, 30 years. They just need that little bit of help to take it from a great idea to a reality.
And you get full access to what, libraries and labs and fab facilities, these kinds of things?
Let me break you down really quick as to what you get. So you have 20 sessions, fellowship sessions, so you get to meet all these other fellows. You get access to all the ASU resources, from library access to an affiliate card to the use of OpenAI. AI is a fundamental part of this program. All the students take an AI class. They can take up to 5 other ASU courses at any school. And then at the end, and you get to work with the young students. They help you out and help you build your project. And we help you put a pitch deck together. And then in March, we have we just had it this March, massive pitch day with 300 people that come in. We've had investors, venture capitalists, journalists like yourselves, academics, customers of their potential products. And they come in, and community members who those products would support and help. And we did that this year in Los Angeles. And so it ends with this pitch day, which is a phenomenal event.
Now, and again, the idea is, you mentioned has to be practical. It also has to address real world issues. And I thought that it looked like there was a focus to combating inequality in here as well.
Yeah, that's the work of the Difference Engine, is to combat inequality. But we look at that broadly. Let me tell you, one of our fellows was a gentleman by the name of Neil. He was an architect. He was one of our first fellows. And his idea was to, cities aren't sustainable. If you look at Phoenix, if you look at Houston, if you look at LA, we build on the X and Y axis, so we build wide and broad. Shouldn't we be building up? Isn't that more sustainable? Shouldn't we have what's called a Z-axis city? So we helped him physically model a Z-axis city. We had the Consulate General of Hong Kong in the audience when he pitched it.
Wow.
They hired him. This January 28th, he was flown to Hong Kong, and he's also going to Singapore and other cities. He's a consultant for them, helping a city like Hong Kong build taller. I'll give you one other quick example. We had the first African-American woman to ever go up into space in a private space flight, was one of our first fellows, Cyan Proctor. And she had a phenomenal set of projects and products too. And so that's the kind of folks we were looking for, and that's the kind of success we're having. But anybody can apply, and applications are open, so please apply. We got a couple more spots left.
Well, isn't it limited to like 10 people each cohort? Is that true?
Yeah, it's very selective. And so we still have a few slots left, and we in fact have a few scholarships as well for folks.
How long has this been around, the DIS?
This is our 3rd year.
Okay.
So yeah, they'd be the third class if anybody watching this is interested.
And you continue to get projects coming out like the two you mentioned.
Yeah, we had phenomenal. We had an ASU faculty member actually who wanted to address the problem of artificial intelligence in classrooms. If you can use AI, you're a student, you can use AI to basically do your work, right? How do you get beyond that? She had a very innovative idea, because as you know, we're number one in innovation. She had a very innovative.
I've heard, yes.
That's right, yeah.
Last question, though. This is not a free walk in the park here. There's tuition involved here.
That's right. So the actual cost of the program is quite expensive, but it is subsidized by a gentleman named Bob Posen, who was president of Fidelity Investments. Your 401k may be at Fidelity Investments. So he subsidizes the bulk of the cost, and then we have scholarships available as well. But it is a program you have to pay into.
Yeah, all right. And to learn more, you go to?
thedifferenceengine.asu.edu. Or you can also email us as tde@asu.edu.
Essence Affair, again, ASU Difference Engine. Good conversation. Good to have you here.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for having me.
You bet. And that's it for now. I'm Ted Simons. Thank you so much for joining us. You have a great evening.
When you want to be more adventurous, Arizona PBS delivers the wonders of the world, thanks to financial support from you and
so many Arizonans are